Lifelong passion for learning, for inquiry, for discovery, and for acting with courage and conviction to advance your beliefs. With education comes responsibility. You and your generation will have the opportunity to chart the course that will lead yourselves and others to decide the future of our country and its global responsibilities, the quality of life for all members of our society and the world beyond, the sustainability of our planet's environment, the moral dilemmas arising from the growing disparities between the richest, and counting on you to continue to advance our global community when we are no longer here. We are counting on you to succeed us in classrooms and boardrooms, in laboratories and hospitals, in courts and in the legislature, in our forests, our fields, and on our oceans. And we are counting on you to lead our society forward toward our highest aspiration as a global community, the attainment and maintenance of peace and justice for all. When you leave here today, under the guidance of journalism professor Catherine Squires, who is here today. Next, you worked with CLA's Immigration History Research Center on the Minnesota 2.0 project, documenting the ways immigrant and refugee youth were using social networking sites. Then, with the help of the University of Minnesota Twin Cities Diversity Scholarship and a grant from the University Research Opportunities Program, she spent 6 months conducting research in Guanajuato, Mexico, under the guidance of history professor Patrick McNamara, who is also here today. Her project analyzed the 2010 Mexican bicentennial and centennial celebrations and how Mexicans use memories of Mexican independence and the Mexican Revolution to develop a sense of nationalism and belonging. Yuri has prepared herself well for her chosen career. One day, she hopes to stand before a group.
As children, we are dreamers. We dream of becoming secret agents and spies and Spider-Man. We marvel at the people we come into contact with, wondering what we will be like as grown-ups, hoping it will be something neat. But then something happens. In between those awkward teenage years and adulthood, we come to believe that our futures, our successes, must be quantified.
Humility required to be a lifelong learner. She told the Minnesota Daily recently, students often think that we faculty are experts and we just teach what we know, but we're constantly learning as we teach. The Morse Award that Professor Fisher has received is a rare honor, and there are more than 4,000 faculty in the statewide university system, and this year only 7 were chosen for the Morse Award. It's my pleasure to introduce to you now Professor Kirsten Fisher, who will speak to you and which we congratulate her on the receipt of this award.
It is an honor to be able to address you graduating seniors of 2011. As you reflect now on the knowledge you've acquired here and the valuable skills you carry forward into your future, I'd like to ask you one more question. Of all the things you've learned, what will most help you build careers, enrich your personal lives, and improve the larger society? I want to suggest that the things of greatest value you've learned here may be the least visible, perhaps even to you. 3 of these are especially important. The first is an ability to tolerate ambiguity. When students first arrive on campus and take their seats in my history classes, they want clear, simple, straightforward answers. Did the framers of the U.S. Constitution envision a separation of church and state? Yes or no? Was the Civil War fought to end slavery? Yes or no? Simple explanations may be emotionally satisfying, but they require cherry-picking evidence from a much more complex documentary record. Scholars continually write new interpretations of the past because they ask different questions or because they find different kinds of evidence. Even the most definitive account can and will be overturned. As seniors now, you have increased your ability to tolerate ambiguity and uncertainty even as you continue to pursue answers that may be elusive. This is a sign of emotional and intellectual maturity. You are prepared for engagement with a reality that is always complex and often ambiguous, and for this alone you deserve to throw your hat into the air. The second important thing is the ability to negotiate disagreements, to keep the conversation going even when consensus seems unlikely. When I first moved to Minnesota, I heard a lot about Minnesota nice. I actually like Minnesota nice. But I'm pleased to say that you students have shown a willingness to disagree with one another in ways I find heartening. You assert your own opinion and you argue for it in ways that further the conversation rather than shut it down.
Dr. Mays is a professor in the Department of African American and African Studies, specializing in 19th, 20th century African American history. In his career, Keith has received numerous honors for his scholarship, both while he was also at the University of Minnesota. But today, his students that are relevant to them and that affect them profoundly in their daily lives. Another said, I have never heard him once say no when a student asks for help. And another student wrote even more effusively, this was the most amazing class I've ever taken, and I've learned so much and feel as if my eyes have been opened to so many new things.
This is a great day, and I feel great to be here with you. I've been looking forward to this. And it is, of course, for me an honor and a privilege. I thank the College of Liberal Arts. Greetings to everyone here, students, families, friends, partners, spouses, supporters, faculty, staff, guests, dignitaries, and to any pets you may have smuggled in with you. Any of you, that is, including the dignitaries. Greetings to Kaylin, Rachel, Molly, and Evan, 4 of the young people I know are here today, out there somewhere. And then maybe more of you I could name. I am happy to be part of your day. And if you are here on your own, well, the ancestors are with you. They have excellent seats in your DNA. My late father-in-law, Russell McLean of Duluth, was a huge UMD Bulldog hockey fan. And so that we know that wherever he is right now, after the season the Bulldogs had, he is hugely happy. But he would be puzzled to see me standing here in Mariucci Arena. He said once, I like Michael very much, but we have nothing in common. By this he meant I was not a hockey fan. And it's true, I don't do hockey in a way that can be measured on any family instruments. Russell McLean was also quite a formal man, and he would be pleased, if puzzled, to see me not only standing here in Mariucci Arena, but wearing a coat and tie. But since poetry is supposed to be memorable speech, if W.H. Auden is right, I'm hoping that a few phrases, images, rhythms will stay with you and constitute a kind of advice, if that's what we're after on this day. I'm going to trust poems to do the job for me. They are my dialect of choice. And I want this day, this whole amazing, highly anticipated day, to be a poem for you. 4 years ago when I spoke at the commencement at South High School, and some of you I know were there, that was the refrain I used. I want this day to be a poem for you. I'd like it to be with all its complexities of emotions, its exhilarations, its exhaustions, maybe even the sense of unreality. It's finally here. I'd like it to be something you will never forget. This is your day. I want it to be a gift you grow into. Like the treasure you carry inside can be a challenging one. You wrestle with it. It fades, it comes back, it fades, comes back. It's like the spiritual idea of moment faith. His voices also make the choir SATB, soprano, alto, tenor, bass. I can't know who you are. We are We are blessed. We are become.
I am pleased to read the names of the 2011 honors degree candidates in the College of Liberal Arts. Students graduating with Latin honors have participated in a rigorous academic program, culminating in an honors thesis presenting original creative work done under the direction of a faculty supervisor or mentor. Successful completion of an honors degree requires taking honors courses and seminars, as well as participating in research, scholarship, or other independent work both within and outside of the major. It also requires maintaining a grade point average of at least 3.50 through the global studies.
Matthew Haywood, Political Science and Economics.
Erin Tyson, Physiology.
Natalie Winters, Political Science and Global Studies.
Mary Scott, Global Studies.
Andrew Pearson, Bachelor of Individualized Studies in Sustainability Studies, Communication Studies and Environmental Sciences.
Lauren Reinders, Speech, Language, Hearing Science and Spanish Studies.
Carolyn Lenson, Geography.
Caleb Kalinowski, Political Science and Spanish Studies.
Trevor Jakubek, Economics and Mathematics.
Joseph Zimmerman, Political Science.
Lucas O'Brien, Psychology and Music.
Ashley Burt, Biology, Society and Environment.
Ashley Reland, Sociology of Law, Criminology and Deviance.
Jessica Oster, Global Studies.
Catherine Salvatore, Biology, Society and the Environment.
Mallory Morgan, Bachelor of Individualized Studies in Spanish Studies, Chicano Studies and Social Justice.
Keisha Malk, Child Psychology.
Elizabeth Gorecki, Physiology.
Kelsey Leff, Child Psychology and Spanish.
Mark Lanave, Chemistry.
Anna Lorenzo, Vocal Performance.
Lucas Wax, Political Science and Psychology.
Marissa Mayer, Geography.
Eleanor Hart, Biology, Society and Environment.
Dana Brunbeck, Vocal Performance and Philosophy.
Julian Switala, Political Science with minors in Philosophy and German.
Megan Satchel, Sociology and Statistics.
Alexander Donald Arthur Stevenson, International Development and Statistics.
Kelly Wynn, Computer Science and Economics.
Alice Shoup, Biology, Society and the Environment.
Eleanor Vincent, Political Science and French Studies. Biology, Society and the Environment.
Christopher Austin, Economics.
Wesley Brown, Global Studies and Political